Enjoy these few seconds of cringe. Okay, after that pretty stupid performance, let's get right into the video. Yo, what is up everyone? Today, I'm back at this tiny table again, but the quality should be better. But anyway, today I'm going to teach you how to do this great pencil spin. That's a really great fidget move that you can do anywhere. You just need a pen or a pencil. And it's just really fun, and I do it all the time at school. And people just ask me, can you teach me how to do that? Because it just looks so cool. So let's get right into it. This is a little extra part because I like to ramble, but you can go ahead and skip this if you want to. But anyway, I got into pencil spinning because I just saw many videos. I thought it looked cool, and so I looked at multiple tutorials on how to pen spin, and I wasn't able to do the ones that they did. Like there's one where you have it like this and it just slides off the fleshy part of your thumb. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that, so I tried to make up my own way to do it. Now I don't know if this is an original move, but this is just how I learned to do it. I tried to do it myself. I didn't use a tutorial, and it didn't take me like one day to learn it. I had to just try and keep trying new things, experimenting with different ways to get it to spin very well. And whenever I first started to learn it, it kind of looked choppy, and how it looks kind of like this, how it does in my left hand. I'm right-handed, but this is kind of how it looked whenever I first started. But now let's get in how to do it so you can do it like this. Okay, so chances are my knee might hit this tiny table. My microphone is right on the table, so you'll probably hear it. So just ignore that because this table is small. First, getting into what kind of writing utensil to use. So first, you see this thick Sharpie here? You don't want to use it because it's too thick and too heavy, and it's just kind of hard to spin. Oh, and by the way, since this is a camera and not real life, the spinning motion might be a little exaggerated because it's a camera. And it's a phone camera, which means it's not the best at recording motion. But anyway, this marker here, this thin Sharpie, should be fine to use, but preferably you would want like a pencil like this, or a mechanical pencil, or just a normal thin black ink pen, or whatever color it is. And also the length kind of matters. So you don't want it to be like 3 inches in length. Those 3 inches is not going to give you enough momentum to get a very good spin. So this is a pretty good size. This is probably a newer pencil, which means it hasn't been sharpened down a whole lot, which means it's probably like close to the length as the pencil is whenever you like first get it out of the box. So I'm gonna put this mechanical to the side. However, this is what I do usually use at school and it spins very well, but this pencil feels really nice. But anyway, right into the mechanics. So this is the grip. Hopefully you can see this. So these three fingers, your middle, your ring, and your pinky are on the bottom, and your index is the only finger on top, and then your thumb is also on bottom. So this is the normal, usual grip that most people write. This is the tripod grip. I don't write like this. I write like this because I'm weird. And then some people write like this, which is the second most normal, but this is the most normal. So it's kind of modified into this position. And also, the pencil needs to be laying in like the middle of your middle finger. Also, I'm right-handed. So if you're left-handed, just make sure your fingers are in the right spot. So the actual spin is very knacky, but I just kind of made this motion. So I don't know how anybody else would explain it. So this is how I would explain it. So you want to pinch it, the pen or the pencil, with your index and your thumb. And then your middle, it can either be resting or just down here, but it needs to kick up pretty hard, and you need to let go of your thumb. So you let go, at the same time you kind of kick it up, because if you don't, then it's obviously just gonna look like this. But you kick up, and now it's gripped between your index and your middle finger. And if you can see, just kicking it up kind of gets it a little spin, which is what you want. And then your thumb is over here, and it needs to come over to the side of your middle finger. So it comes over here and it just grabs the pencil so you can pinch it back in the same position as you did before. Then you kick up again and you can get that spin. And your index also kind of wants to like curl a little bit over your middle finger. So you're here and then it kind of just curls over. A little bit of wrist movement kind of helps, but it doesn't affect it too much. So this will take a few days to practice. Whenever I was coming up with it, I didn't just get the spin initially, I just had to do some experimentation. It's just a really knacky move that you just gotta practice, and if you wanna make it a little, and then once you like get it down, you can make it a little bit faster, you can do it a little bit slower, and you can do it multiple times. Sometimes I just sit there and I do this, trying to like, I don't know, just fidget really harshly, really aggressively. And then I drop the pencil sometimes, and that probably will happen. You will drop the pencil. That also comes with practice, not dropping the pencil. But I will say, real quick, this is an example of what I am not doing. I'm not taking it and I'm not grabbing with any other fingers like that. I've seen people pencil spin like that, I think, and I can't do it like that. I'm just using 3 fingers. And that's all it is. These other 2 fingers kind of just naturally flare out, kind of like flicking as I spin, but they're not really doing anything. I will leave some other pen spinning tutorials down in the description, and pen spinning in general is knacky. These tutorials I'm leaving in the description are not going to be the same version as the way I do it. I don't even know if there is a tutorial on the way I do it, but if my teaching sucks, you can go watch them. That's fine for me.
Later.
I just realized that my pencil spin is actually kind of a variation of that spin because all I did was pretty much move my thumb. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit all the buttons except for that dislike button, but hit all the buttons including the subscribe, the bell, and the like button. Even share it with your friends so they can learn this pencil spin. Or if you want to, leave a comment down below. Anyway, I'll see you next time.